So hello children, today we will start an English chapter, that is 3.3, a last leave. And one warming up, I don't think it is necessary, so I will not go with that. So with the lesson we will start. The last leave. In a poor part of New York, there was a colony where many struggling artists lived. Among them were Sue and Josie. They had come to New York from different parts of United States. When they met, they found that they shared some same interest, and they become friends. They shared a flat and set up a joint studio, trying to earn a living through art. So from this, what dreadful illness did Josie suffer from? So see, Josie was a small, thin, and not very strong. After spending few months in New York, she became ill with pneumonia. In those days, it was not easy to cure pneumonia patients. Through Sue looks after her well, Johnson showed no sign of improvement. Okay, so this was the illness. What did doctor tell to Sue about the Johnson? One day the doctor told Sue that Johnson had one change in 10, and that change is for her to want to leave. He said, your little lady had made up her mind that she is not going to go get well. He told Sue that medical alone did not help if the patient did not wish to live. Okay, alive. That day, Johnson, what is the pronouns? Joh, Jaw, and sy, sir, right? If there is a wrong pronunciation, please comment. Johnson just laid in bed without making any sound of movement. First, Sue thought that she had fallen asleep, but then she noticed that Johnson was looking out of window and was counting something again and again in a very low voice, almost whisper. Sue to look out of the window, but there was nothing to see, only an old and ivory vine gran lead. So what is ivory vine? A strong creeper there with green leaves and yellow bears, and decayed at the roof, climbed halfway up the brick wall. The cold breath of autumn had taken away most of the leaves, only the staked branches were left clinging to the bricks. What did it, dear? asked Sue. 6, said Johnson. They are falling faster now. 3 days ago there was almost 100. यानी कि क्या? Now this page I will understand. The last leaf said that there was two friends from the other states and they were living together. One of that got ill, and there was no at that time a cure for that easily, and doctor said that she can't get cure because there is one thing that you have to get cure by your own. You have to try your 200%, then only you can get cure. So she slept in a bed and she was saying that from last day 3 days there was 100 teas and today they are falling little by little. So let's see the next. What false belief did the Johnson have about the ivy vine? It made my head adjust to count them, but now it's easy. There goes another one. There are only 5 left now. 5 that dear lives on the ivy vine. When the last one falls, I must go to. I will know that that for the 3 days. Didn't the doctor tell you? So this was the false belief did the Johnson have about the ivy vine? Oh, I never heard of such a nonsense. And Sweetwater have old ivy leaves. It do not have you getting well, and you used to love that wine. So don't don't be silly. The doctor said that you have you had extreme changes as getting well. Take some broth. Broth means what? A hot soup. Now and let me get back to my work. But Jocelyn just kept looking out the window. There goes another. No, no, I don't want any broth. The leaves just for I want to see the last one fall before it gets dark. Then I will go to the Johnson said so will you promise me to keep your eyes closed and not to look out the window until I am done working? I must have those drawing in tomorrow. I need the light, otherwise I would have closed the window. I don't want you to keep looking at those silly ivy leaves. Tell me as soon as you find finished, said Johnny, closing her eyes, because I want to see the last one fall. Try to sleep, said Sue. I won't call be raw man up to me by modern for the old man that I am drawing. I will not be gone a minute. Old Biharam was a painter who lived on the ground floor, but he was a failure in art for the 40 years to had word the brush means what? Painted with a flourish. Okay, wetted the brush, but he had not made any money. He had been always about the paint a masterpiece, but had never yet begun it for the several years. He had only made a few paintings. He earned a little by serving as a model to the young artists in the colony who could not afford other models. He always talked of his coming masterpiece. Sweet told Biharam about the journeys. Fancy. Fancy means was what imaginary. Old Biharam was shocked that anyone could have such idiotic imaginary. What he cried, he are the people in the world flourish enough to die because of leaves dropping off? Okay, from a while I have not heard of such a thing. Why did you allow this thought to enter her brain? What did the Bhiram promise to do some days? She is very ill and weak, said Sivo. The fever had made her mind full of faces. This maid is not good for the Miss Johnsons. Some days I will paint a masterpiece, and we shall all go away. Yes, said the Bhiram Johnsons. I was sleeping when the two went upstairs. Sue showered Bhiram's the heavy wine journey, saw through the window. The looked at each other for a moment without speaking, and then they began their work. Outside, a cold rain was falling continuously behind Banglet means mixed with snow. Sue closed the window. Next morning, when Sue woke up, she found it that the Johnson was staring at the closed window again with a dull, wide open eyes. So I hope you understand till here very properly. So I will say the you. So till now it is that she is not well, she is watching one trend, she is thinking that she is ill by that, and that is not the truth. Okay, so now he decided that he will make some paintings and they will go away from here. And next morning he could open his eyes with a wide open eyes, dull wide open eyes. Okay, open the window, I want to see, she ordered. So we obeyed, but I lo- even even after the rain and the fries with that below throughout the night, their yet stood against the brick wall. One ivy leaf. It was the last of the vine, still dark green near its stem, but with its edges tinted with a yellow, huge bravery from a branch some 20 feet above the ground. It was the last one, said the Johnsons. I thought it would suddenly fall during the night. I heard that the wind. I will fall today and I shall die at the same time. Johnson was preparing herself for the last journey. That one marks alone. The feeling was very strong within her. The ties of the Swiss friendship and the other things on the earth become looser one by one. The day wore away, but even through the through the twilight means what? Some after the sunset and before it is dark, they could see the lone ivy leaf clinging and to its stem against the wall. All night again the wind ragged and the rain poured. Next day, when it was light enough, Johnson asked Sue to open the window. The ivy leaf was still there. It means what? She thought that at night it will go with it and she will also die, but in morning snow came, and in the middle of the day where night is not done and the sky is yellowish, still there was one leaf over there. Okay, so what change came over Josie's the next day? Why the Josie had for a long time looking at it. Then she called, sweet dear, she said, I will be a bad girl. Something he made a last leaf stay there to show me. Wow, how wicked I was. It is a sin to want to die. Okay, so after that she was ready to take the broth of milk that we brought her. She want to sit up in bed someday. I hope the paint the Bay of Naples. What did to Mr. Bihram Biram question. So this answer is Mr. Biram had found him lying helpless in the room in very wet clothes and shoes. He also found some scattered brushes and the plated with green and yellow colors mixed on it. 2 days later, Mr. Birham died in a hospital. The last ivy leaf was still there on the wall. It will never fluttered, irregular shaking movement. Okay, fluttered or move when the wind blew. It was Biram's masterpiece. He had painted it there at night. They when the last leaf had fallen. So this is of whose poetry, adapted from the last leaf by O. Henry. So I guess you understand this thing very properly. There is nothing like this foolish.